Alright, today's the day. We are going to leave Maui officially. Hopefully it goes much better than last time. I think we're all prepared, got the deck all cleaned up, put away. Yeah, Ty's just hooking up the halyard to the mainsail up there. And we are going to let go of our mooring and sail out that away. Right over there, that is Molokai, and then after that's Oahu.
I was thinking put a reef in the main and go out with the 140.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think it makes it easier to manage right now.
Yep.
Unless we don't have to drop the main, then we can
I like that
switch
idea.
to a staysail or a smaller jib if we need to.
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Just trying to tidy up the sail.
All very different sail setup on this boat than we're used to. Well, after kind of a rough start, we are almost through the channel between Maui and Molokai. Of course, we had to motor out from Maui because it's just so dead and calm. It totally blocks all the wind. And as soon as you get out to the channel between the islands, the wind is funneling through there, so it's probably good 25 knots. We had some issues with the staysail. We went out with a reefed main and then we were planning on going with the Genoa, but decided to go with staysail once we got out here, and it was blowing very choppy too, very short, steep waves. We had some issues with the staysail getting it set right. The leech was really like flogging around and we couldn't get it tight. I don't know, we played with a bunch of stuff.
Changed the height of the pennant.
Yeah, shortened the pennant and shackled it down lower. Also tightened up the leech line and moved the block around a little bit, and it all seems to be good now. It
was challenging. We raised, how many times did you raise that and drop it? 4 times?
Something like that.
At least 4 times that we raised and lowered that staysail. So.
And it's tough since we don't have the autopilot. Someone has to stay here at the helm, make sure we stay on course and control the boat. So we only have one person to manage sails right now, but
balanced pretty good right now though with the head sail on the mainsail.
Yeah,
it's doing a pretty decent job of holding a heading there.
Steering itself, which is good.
Steering a course of around about 15 degrees magnetic, and we're going to hold that around the point of Molokai.
Headed this way. Maui. How do we get so brave? How do we get so brave? And we could ride the tidal waves together, escaping all the gamma rays. Tell me, how do we get so brave? Tell me, how do we get so brave?
Right now, Hillary's up on the bow and she's attaching the soft shackles for the high cut jib. It's like 100% jib, and it's nice and high cut, so it clears the rail really easily. Actually, it'll fly quite high with a long pennant. And she's just putting it on via soft shackles. We only ended up, our order didn't come in quite correctly. Just our heading here. We're one hand on the camera, one hand on the helm, one eye on the camera, 2 eyes on Hillary. So yeah, we don't have enough of the snap shackles or the jib snaps that we can put on right now. We ordered everything that we could get from fisheries. They didn't have what they thought they had, so we only got 15 of them. We're waiting for some more. So right now we're using the soft shackles here. Soft shackles will probably stay on the staysail because we don't need to change that out at all. But we found the soft shackles just are really time consuming to get on and off when we're trying to change a head sail out.
Very rolly out here. We're on the north side of Molokai now. And we're now sailing mostly downwind, getting rolled in the swells here.
A lot calmer than earlier?
Much calmer than earlier though, yes.
It's always calm downwind, for the most part.
It's the rolls.
We're going to go along this coast of Molokai. What does the coast of Molokai have?
This north side of Molokai is just giant cliffs, and we saw some waterfalls up one valley already, and I think there might be some more coming up.
These mountains, the cliffs off of Molokai are amazing. See why they did like the Jurassic Park movies in Hawaii or whatever they used to, those islands. But there's like waterfalls coming down 3,000 plus feet up, straight down into the ocean. It looks pretty awesome.
We're headed back behind this little point back here, tuck in. There's a little anchorage in there, and it's an old leper colony actually. And we heard that there's still might be a few people living there. It's kind of interesting. Very remote, super isolated. This island, I can only imagine how, I don't know if there's like a main village at all. I think there are some sort of village where people live, but this place would obviously be super isolated. And we saw some tiny little villages over on the east side of the island too that had to be boat access only. It was just like a few houses and then giant mountain cliffs, like no road access for sure. Here, I think we read there is a little dirt road that you can get in here somehow. Established as a leper colony in the late 1800s, Kalaupapa was home to several thousand residents over the years. Accessible only by mule or aircraft, there are still a few dozen people that live in Kalaupapa, and it is now a national park and even has a post office. Coming in as the sun was setting, it looked like quite a stunning, yet isolated place to live.
Morning.
Morning.
Just left Molokai and we're on our way to Oahu today.
Hey.
Genoa's out, but still not quite enough breeze here to turn off the motor.
Hand steering, we motored our way west-northwest, waiting for the wind to fill in. As we reached the channel between Molokai and Oahu, a bit of wind filled in behind us, allowing us to put the Genoa out and slowly sail downwind. As the wind came around off our beam, we raised the main and picked up some speed.
Diamond Head. Pretty well known landmark on Oahu.
Approaching Oahu, it was a crazy contrast to the very wild and natural Molokai. Surrounding the rugged volcanic craters were houses, condos, and hotels. But we were really in for a surprise when we rounded Diamond Head Point and the Waikiki skyline came into view.
This is Honolulu.
Waikiki downtown is crazy. It's like a Vegas or something, like giant skyscrapers, people everywhere.
I think they're all hotels.
Yeah,
mostly. Yeah, it's pretty busy. This is the off season too, and it's crazy busy. We're down here at the
Alawai Harbor?
Alawai State Harbor. I think there's like 3 marinas in this harbor area. This is the state one. It was kind of difficult to get us in yesterday. Luckily we had a bit of reception on the sail in here, and Hillary had to do some documentation.
Yeah.
And we're still not exactly sure. We think we have to do an inspection to be here today, as well as also like a buoy run where we're going to drive the boat around.
And prove that it moves.
Prove the boat moves, proves that we know how to handle it. You can probably hear the helicopters in the background here. Everyone's out for their sightseeing tours. So needless to say, this has got to be the biggest. Bigger than anything we've even seen in Mexico, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
We're back in a pretty popular tourist destination here of Hawaii. But it is a nice morning. We're going to go get some nice breakfast now with the help of a friend.
Then got some stuff to do.
Make our plans.
Thanks so much for watching, and a big thanks to our patron Adrift crew. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. Until next time, aloha!